And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Brooklyn, winding things down this season. They're in that all-important 9th position within striking distance of a playoff spot.
And right now for the Nets, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
They do look like they're the same kind of team they were last year. Good, but not special.
Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Whitmore. Wilson out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Bailey in at the 2. And for Brooklyn, they've got Thomas. George is out there with Jordan. And it's Andrews in at the point guard. RJ, this one has a bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Here's Andrews, guarded by Porter. George up top. Outside for Thomas. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They set the screen. Here's Whitmore. Good on the triple. Whitmore's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Andrews from outside the arc. Wilson grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Barnes. In transition, here come the Nets. It's tipped. Here's Bailey, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thank you, David.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the line for him here.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And the first one drops. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
He doesn't get the second one. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Thomas, a screen on Barnes. Pass to Andrews. It's rebounded by Houston. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
It's the Nets now, following the miss by Scotty Barnes. George, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Viana. Rebounded by Bailey.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when he missed them.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Here they come back on the floor. Your Brooklyn Nets, Team Height. On the court, your Height Squad.
Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for Scotty Barnes.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. It's Thomas on the wing. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Down low, here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thomas passes to Andrews over Porter, and the Nets miss again.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Pass to Bailey. That one goes in. Bailey's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Andrews. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
George with the bucket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Barnes kicks to Wilson. Over George. Offensive rebound. Pass to Whitmore. There's the three. No good that time. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Brooklyn. 7-point differential. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Richard, at what part of the season do these road trips become more grueling?
I'd say right about now. You're over halfway through the season. The aches and pains start to set in. Not being in your bed, though, that can be the toughest part.
Here's Barnes, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. To the middle, here's Wilson, and that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Now George. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Thomas passes to George. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Andrews Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And the basket by Bailey.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Here's Andrews. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. Here's Thomas driving the lane. Wilson grabs the board. Rockets leading by 8. Out to the right wing. Pass to Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Thompson, he's checked in for Kevin Porter. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Number 1, Amen Thompson.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
George against Wilson. It's rebounded by Houston. Rockets on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 8 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says we used to refer to it as dead money, a star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Now here's Barnes. He's got 7. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
That's good from Barnes. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Barnes hits them both. Nets trail by 16. To the inside, Brooks, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Bailey. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Andrews. Misses off the left iron.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Barnes can't get it to go. It's Thomas outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Thomas got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Houston moving it around. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Whitmore's got 9 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside Thomas. Viana covered by Barnes. 5 on the clock. Thomas, that's good. 11 points in the game.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Nets trail by 15. Viana covered by Barnes. Pass to Brooks. And he drops in the layup off the glass. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Wilson. Brooks grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And a moment here to check out the numbers for Thomas. 4th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. First one falls for him. And the Rockets making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 11. Here's Riley. It's tipped.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Barnes finds Thompson. Inside. Whitmore with it. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Pelicans. 3 on the clock. Throws it up high, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
There's one for today. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Stockton's checked in for the Nets. Smith checked in for the Rockets. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 11. Fires the 3. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Rockets. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And I think for the Rockets, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Here's Barnes. The Rockets again can't hit. Nets trail by 11. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. He takes it in, and he trims the lead to single digits.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Pass to Gay. Back to Barnes. Thompson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Gay. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Stockton against Riley. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Harrison, covered by Smith. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Riley against Stockton. Here is Riley. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Thompson is out there with Riley. And it's Smith. Then it's Barnes. And Gay is in at center. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Pass to Barnes. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
To the middle, and stolen by Barnes. And here we go with Thompson, running it up the court. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Houston shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And I can say, sort of surprising, he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Barnes. He's got 13. Down low. Here's Gay. Goes back up. It's hauled in by George. Nets trail by 13. Pass to Harrison. Now Stockton. Shot clock at 6. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. The shot, no good. Here's Thompson. Smith with it. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Kevin Porter's checked in for Riley. He throw good, Smith. And so Stockton will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 16-point game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 13. And it's sent back by George. On the wing, Stockton. Off target from three-point range. Rockets leading by 13. Porter passes to Thompson. Inside, Gay. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. Outside, Jordan. Nets passing it around. He's feeling it. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 15.
Ooh, he's on a bit of a heater now. He hasn't missed one this quarter yet.
To the inside. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Stockton against Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And how about we check the numbers for Kevin Porter?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And he knocks down the first one. Thomas checked in for Stockton. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Whitmore is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Rockets leading by 13. Now here's Barnes. 13 points in the game. Puts it up from 12. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist by Barnes.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside, George. No good on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Whitmore. Three-pointer. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Outside Thomas. The 3. Thompson with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
His first shot coming late. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Pass to George. They can't stop the run with that one.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And that one's good, Barnes.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Brooklyn has possession. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Both hands to jam it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Porter. Following the bucket by the Nets. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Good play and great vision from Porter. The pick and roll gets someone open, and he finds it.
Timeout called the Nets. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You'll be punished for your mistakes.
Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Bring those on. Come on. Nobody's really watching. No thanks. Next. Look at the move.
Teams changing it up here. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. 5th best, the Rockets.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Pass to Jordan. Drills the three-pointer. Jordan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Whitmore. Again, the Rockets score.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Rockets making the shot. Brooks. It's blocked. Outside Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. Another shot. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 8.
A 3-off.
Big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. All the officials are all over that one.
The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
So he gets them both.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
Thompson against Thomas. Here's Andrews. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Bailey. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. The thanks. The Nets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Richardson, he's checked in for the Rockets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. To the left wing. Pass to Thompson. Here's Bailey. Guarded by Jordan. The Rockets again can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Here's Newton. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Andrews. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 19. And stolen by Thompson. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Gay's checked in, and it's Riley in for Amen Thompson. Here's Andrews. Hands it from downtown. He has 7.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside Porter. Pass to Whitmore. Offensive rebound. Tries again. They get the rebound. Here's Gay. Brooks covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Rockets have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Rockets making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, here in the second quarter, he's starting to dial up his aggressiveness as far as working himself to the free throw line.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. And he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter. Just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Wilson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Porter looking it over. Back to Barnes. Pass to Porter. Whitmore with it. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Wilson. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Thomas. 11 points in the game.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Here's Wilson. Oh, good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, George. Pass to Andrews. Pocket 6. Shot from the wing. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 9 points in the game so far. Houston leading by 17. Porter kicks to Wilson. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Second chance shot. Well, way up good by Porter.
Tenacious play by Porter, cleaning up the offensive glass and sending it right back.
Viana covered by Barnes. There's the pick. Back to Thomas for the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Wilson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Taken away. Thomas outside, and it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Andrews. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
With 1 on the clock. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Houston feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Houston Rockets.
They're really hitting the ball, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert on the crew, I'm giving them the O'Neal stamp of approval, which is hard to earn. Congrats, guys.
And another important topic, injuries. Let's take a look at what's happening across the NBA.
Oklahoma City hasn't been at full strength. They're without a crucial member of this team, Gilgeous Alexander. The size and skill for his position makes him difficult to defend, and he does a great job of running the offense.
Tough to replace someone who brings so much versatility. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Nets trail by 17. We've got George. Thomas is out there with Jordan. And it's Andrews in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Nets.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Bailey. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Whitmore. And it's sent back by George. Jordan looking around. Pass to Andrews. Back to Jordan. Here's Thomas. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
For Houston, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Whitmore. Both free throws good for Whitmore. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Andrews. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's Porter atop the key. Back to Whitmore. Takes the 3. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Rockets leading by 19. Porter dishes to Barnes. Here's Wilson. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got assist number 5 here tonight.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now, here's Jordan. He's got 6.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. No basket. That's his 5th miss in 11 attempts from the floor. Nets trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now, here's Wilson. He's got 6. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Whitmore. He's defended by Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no match by Wilson. Barnes with it. Thomas covering. Right side, Porter. Barnes outside. Shoots from 12. Not going to go that time. Nets trail by 21. Here's Thomas. Good D by Barnes. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's Whitmore missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Andrews passes to George. To the paint. Outside for Thomas. Launches it. And the 3 ball is good. Thomas got 14 points for the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Scotty Barnes. Averaging 13 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
The first free throw is good. Barnes hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Andrews passes to George. Pass to Jordan. Here's Andrews, guarded by Porter. The shot's good from Jordan.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And it's Barnes with the ball for Houston. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots. And here is Thomas. He's got 14. George passes to Andrews. Stolen by Wilson. And they're moving it up. And some nice passing there by Houston. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now Whitmore. He's got 21.
Timeout.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Rockets.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Porter passes to Bailey. Here's Whitmore. He's defended by Jordan. And there's the drive. And stolen by Jordan. Fires from way outside. Here's Andrews. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. He's got 15.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Barnes. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Andrews. Guarded by Porter. Andrews, no good.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Pass to Barnes. Outside Wilson. Harrison's checked in for Brooklyn. And a change for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Porter.
On the court.
Thompson outside. Got a hand on it. It's Thomas on the wing. He's got 14. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Andrews. He's covered by Thompson. Spins. Just 5 to shoot. Andrews, no good. Houston leading by 16. Wilson the pass to Barnes. Now Thompson. Whitmore with it. 21 points in the game. Wilson, and he jams it with authority.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pass to Andrews. Left side, George. George double team. Thomas outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 17.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Here's Barnes. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
One time on the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Nets trail by 17. Here's Thomas. Wilson with the block. Right wing. Takes a three. Nailed from three-point land. And that's now 24 points for Cam Whitmore. Brooklyn's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Time to make some noise, Nets fans. As here they come back on the floor. Your Brooklyn Nets. Team Hype. Now on the court is your squad. And let me hear you. Anyone want to team check? Say what? I said anyone want a team check? Oh yeah, I see you. Let's go.
Let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Thompson. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And it's a strong accomplishment. 3rd best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Outside Thomas. Drops in the layup for 2. Thomas got 19 points.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Pass to Whitmore. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New York Knicks. And then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Washington where they'll take on the Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Free throw good, Whitmore. With the drive, here's Andrews. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 17.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Wilson against George. And Whitmore throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Dives for it. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Harrison passes to Andrews. 6 on the shot clock. Wilson with the block. Barnes looking around. Unloads from 13. Rebound, Brooklyn. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Harrison. Here's Andrews. There's the steal. Here's Bailey. He's got 8. Inside, Whitmore. The kick out to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. That's tipped. Nets trail by 19. Here's Thomas. Pass to Andrews. They grab their own miss, and George gets it to go. George has got his second bucket.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And Thompson kicks to Wilson. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Wilson against George. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here.
For your Nets, number 40, Stockton.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Andrews. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Wilson the pass to Thompson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
To the middle. Stockton dishes to George. Comes up empty down low. Houston leading by 22. Out to the wing. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Whitmore missing. To the paint. Back to Stockton. Here's Andrews. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Andrews. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Houston on top, just dominating this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Cam Whitmore is out there with Riley. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Thompson. And Gay is in at the 5 down low. And that one's good, Whitmore.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Thomas against Thompson. Brooks outside. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. That's 7 points for Brooks.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's good.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Outside Thomas, beyond the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston leading by 22. They set the pick. Pass to Gay. Houston needs to get a shot off. Lets it go with a 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Brooks with a screen on Thompson. Inside. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Pass to Riley for 3. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
We got this.
First free throw is good. The Nets making a switch here. Stockton's checked in. Both good from the line that time. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Gay. Here's Whitmore. No good from outside. The 3. Drills it from outside.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, here's Jordan. Over to the left wing. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor. Rockets leading by 15. Pass to Riley. Here's Whitmore. Houston moving it around. Second shot opportunity. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late.
catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And the Rockets making a change here. Wilson's checked in. And here is Thomas. Pass to Stockton. Thomas, a screen on Thompson. Back to Thomas. And stolen by Whitmore. Thompson for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Brooks has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Jordan. Stockton with no one around him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Stockton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now.
Get out of your seat. Come on, start making some noise for your Brooklyn Nets. Team Head.
Both teams deciding to change it up. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's Thompson. The three from Barnes. The Rockets again can't hit.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Stockton. Here's Andrews. He's covered by Thompson. And here's Stockton. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside, Porter. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 6 assists now in the game. Nets trail by 13. George looking over the floor. Pass to Jordan. Here's Andrews. Looking to get it going. Second chance effort. George. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Thompson passes to Wilson. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Andrews, guarded by Porter. Three-pointer from Stockton. The Rockets pull it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. It's picked off. And now it's Stockton running. He can go all the way. Pass to George. And the shot goes in.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Rockets leading by 13. Here's Bailey. Back to Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting for Houston. Shooting 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Thomas checked in for Stockton. Whitmore, he's checked in for Houston. And so Thompson nails both of them. And the Nets with possession here. 15-point game. Pass to Andrews. Viana covered by Barnes. Here's Jordan. Now here is George. Nets passing it around. Kept alive. And no good. Rockets leading by 15. Here's Bailey. Can't hit from in close. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Andrews. Thomas, a screen on Thompson. Here's Andrews. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
Another miss by Houston. For Brooklyn, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Viana, covered by Barnes. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Now here's Barnes. Now Whitmore. Going inside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside for Thomas. Pass to Andrews. 6 to shoot. They get it back. That's tipped. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Porter's checked in for Thompson.
Kevin Porter Jr.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, trailing by 13.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Wilson left side. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Wilson's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Andrews. At the line. 1 shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Rockets leading by 12. To the paint. And it's sent back by George.
And that's an important rebound, and especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
And that one's good. Andrew.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Bailey. Thomas covering. Pass to Whitmore. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Shoot two.
Free throw good. Whitmore. And both free throws good for Whitmore. Nets trail by 12. Here's Andrews. There's the drive. And they pick up 2. 26 points for him. Here's Bailey. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. For the Nets, this one not looking good. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. It's good.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Into the...
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Man. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Thomas. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Wilson. Pass to Bailey. Whitmore with it. Inside. Here's Barnes. 5 to shoot. Such a wide open look. Wilson's got 15 points here in the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Houston.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Now, here is Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Barnes. This one for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. And Greg, it looks like time is going to run out on him here.
Yeah, I mean, unless they come up with an absolute miracle.
And here's Jordan outside. So we see Houston taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.